Alright, let's get it all set up here. There's gameplay. And is my camera like lagging or is that just on my end? Whatever, doesn't really matter. Dock mode, let's check it out. And here it is. Nice. Okay. So, I haven't totally like super duper planned everything that's gonna happen for today's stream. Today's mostly like a cleanup day for a bunch of miscellaneous tasks and stuff like that. What's up, Doc? Nice. I don't think anyone's actually used that one yet. It's a good one. Alright, so quick catch up though for anyone who missed last time. I'm sure the people that are all here were here last time though. So we finished getting timing data for V3 versus V4. So we got all the V4 stuff, used this weighted point system to get all of the V3 timing for quests reverse engineered. And then we got the weight for how much objectives should be worth in V4. So I'm going to put these values into the interactive guide so the checklist more accurately shows about what percentage of the time through the run we're at the day of. And we now know the run is probably going to be about 14 hours. I'm going to guess 15 because I think we're going to probably lose time through just sheer communication problems and stuff like that. And bad RNG during the run always happens. So with all those things considered, about a 14 to 14 and a half hour run on average if people were to run this over and over again. So not bad. I'm gonna have to make chat commands out of all of these. That's another thing I gotta do. And then anything missing, I'm gonna make a wiki article about. But I'm gonna do a lot of that offline. So I'm gonna add some stuff to this really quick for miscellaneous chat commands in Nightbot. And then, but yeah, so we got all that timing data, and we also investigated this just stupidly broken mechanic for the quests. So let me pull that up and post it in chat so people can see, can read about that at their leisure. Let me find it in here. It is the main quest, Paradise Portal. We did some heavy script analysis. If anyone wants to read about it, there you go. And I wrote down all of our findings from last time. These are like the main takeaways from it, and then this is an explanation of like why it works and some implications of what we might be able to discover if we can harness the power. One thing I need to add to it, I'll make a note of that, is that the Paradise Portal glitch, according to Aileron, seems to only work for runners that are playing on 1.2, which is the latest patch of the game. So that's why the like SRC community has not run into this before, is because they play on the unpatched version of the game. This seems to be some sort of new bug that got introduced in 1.2. So the portal glitch is good for us for 100%, but it probably won't spill over into the official categories unless they run on 1.2. So maybe it can be used to skip like a Shivering Isles cutscene or something, but I really don't know. So yeah, that is the new stuff there. A lot of quest analysis went on to ultimately figure out something that was pretty straightforward, but a little annoying. So that's that. So what do we get into today? There's a few options. It's a lot of, the reason I called this hardcore dock mode is because there's really just very little gameplay. Oh, also I made the live split timer template. I'm going to include the load removal over server thing to this, and then I got to add that to the checklist. Okay, so this is all like offline stuff for the most part. Let me just double check all that. Yeah, this is all like wiki related and stuff like that. So this is the stuff we have as options today. The main thing I want to start with is getting screenshots for all the save clips. So basically when you're in the interactive guide here, and the thing says, let me find, like, the first example is going to be like at the very beginning here. Yeah, so it says cast adrenaline rush and save clip through the right edge, and I want there to be a little icon next to it that's like the little pop-out button to like indicate that there's an image to look at. So you can click it, and then over here it'll dump like a image for you to look at of exactly where the save clip is, with like a slightly transparent, maybe like a red line or something that just shows like the exact seam of the wall that it wants you to look at. Because the verbal instructions get pretty confusing It's like go to the third notch to the right of the blah blah blah. It's like really weird. So we're gonna basically, first of all, let's see how many save clips are in the run. Only 27. Okay, this won't actually take nearly as long as I thought. There's only 27 total save clips, and they're all just like, you can just go teleport to those cells to find them easily. So I'm going to start by going back to the beginning of the game. And I'm gonna do this with the HUD on, I think. And for certain things where it's topical, I'm gonna have Adrenaline Rush. And basically we're gonna get a screenshot, name it in Photoshop, and like do some stuff with it. So also I want to not have subtitles during the save clip, so I'm gonna disable those temporarily. Hey, how's it going? So, oh, is this... Okay, good, it's gone. So I want the Adrenaline Rush thing to be up there, and basically the save clip we're going to indicate is that you're looking at this angle, because you basically want to run into it and do that. So we need to get the angle correct, and then we need a screenshot like this, for example. And then we'll go to Photoshop here, and I'm going to find it in my Steam browser as well really quick. Find that, browse the screenshot. And this is going to just be a huge quality of life thing for the run. Chuck this here. Oh god, my entire computer lurched when I did that. What was with that? Did that like tank my bitrate or anything? No, it should be good. Okay, let's put it in Photoshop. Hopefully Photoshop actually like properly captures this time. Good. Okay, because yesterday it wasn't working and I have no idea why. It was like showing like a different background. So we don't need game capture for this part. So our goal is to basically find the most efficient way to explain to the player where the save clip is. And the best way to do that is probably just drawing a transparent line. So let me find, where's the line tool? I'm so bad with Photoshop. There we go. We're going to do a solid red line. We'll do filled, and we'll do that. Okay. And then see how thick this line is. That's not bad, but we probably want it to be a little heavier. Let's do like 0.5. This should be about right. So the seam is right here. It'll go off the page there. And then we want to kind of doctor this up in a few ways so it looks useful. Part of it is it should be transparent, but still kind of bright. And once we find the format for this, all future save clips will take like 2 seconds. So let's try like... Where's layer style? There it is. What did we do last time? I think we did like stroke around it. Something like that maybe, or like I think we might have done... Or just like the... Is it outer glow? Something like that. Not outer glow. It needs to also look brighter. Oh, whoops, I hit cancel. Anyway. See what this looks like at different colors here. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Oh no. Because we basically need it to be... We could also use a different blending mode or something. Once we find this won't take much longer after that. Do you count the Bitneld secret quest part of the 100%? If it's not in the quest journal, we don't count it. It has to at least appear in the journal to be considered a quest. Because there are untracked quest stages that can be triggered throughout the game, and in V1 and V2 we did trigger those, but we ultimately decided they're like impossible to verify, and they're just not, like, they don't, it's, the player gets confused and goes like, did I do it? I don't know if I did it or not. Like, there's no in-game thing. So we ultimately decided against it. Does anyone know, maybe I should change, is there like a blending option page I can do here? Oh yeah, here we go. We need to pick the one that looks the nicest. That's kind of funny. Yeah, they all look bad. I guess we gotta just rely entirely on layer style. Is there no way to make this, like, better? Remember, guys, I'm not a graphic designer. If you couldn't tell from how long it's taking me to format a single line. The thing I'm confused about is the glow. Drop shadow can make it stand out. Outer glow, because I kind of want these to, like, highlight the part you're going. Yeah, the only non-completable quests we count are the ones that can appear in the journal but can't be completed. That's pretty much the only thing. Oh, I can change this from here. I'm not, like, thrilled with how any of these look yet. Advanced blending. Here we go. What does this do? Oh, this is interesting. I uncheck these and do something like that. It kind of works. I don't know, what do you guys think? Doesn't really look much different. How did I get that good glow behind? Hold up, let me open the circuit maps and copy some of that over. Because whatever we did for these lines, I liked the... Oh, it was just a drop shadow? Okay, well, let's see what that looks like. Intense. Back that off a little bit. Bright red's clear, but you can't see, like, the edge of the wall, like, because the line's covering it. I'm trying to, like, show enough context, but I guess you might be right. I don't know how to, like... I wish there was a way to blend it so that the background is... Like, I wish it was still bright. Like, the tough part is, in my head, I can't even imagine what it would look like when it's correct, I suppose. It just seems completely solid no matter what I do. Other than when it's, like, all the way off. I don't know. Maybe having it be, like, overkill like that's better. That actually, I'm starting to like that more. Let's just go with that. We gotta get moving. V5 can have the best graphics. These will just be good enough. Okay, so it looks like this or that. That's the thing there. And then the instruction is to basically run into it and curve to the left, but the verbal instruction. Dotted line is the salute. Oh, I could try that. Unless it just decides not to make it a dotted line when I click it. I don't get it. Oh, so I want the stroke to exist, but not the fill. Is that what's going on here? And then this, well, this drew a rectangle basically. I want a line. Ooh, that could be kind of cool. Because it doesn't make the fill dash, so what's the point? Oh, that looks horrible. Let's go back to the lines. Oh, that looks bad now, too. What about that, guys? Does that look about right? Photoshop is what they might call unintuitive. See, I kind of like this, like right there. It's subtle, though. I want it to be like a little meteor, but I can't fill it in because then nothing happens. Maybe I can make the glow more drastic, and that'll... Ooh, don't want any of that. Oh yeah, and then I can fill in like this and make the... I guess you guys can't see the menu I'm messing with here, now that I think about it. Let's try this, and some of these, and some of these. I think right around there looks nice. There's some noise on it. Is this GIMP? No, this is Photoshop. Nothing's more complicated than getting Word to start page count on the first page. Yeah, tell me about it. I haven't used Word in ages. I forgot about all the jank. Is there, like, some way to make this not look, like, super duper awful? What if I change this number? Oh, here we go. And make that, like, 2 gaps 1? No, that's too intense. Gaps 3. Okay, what about 3 and 2? We had 4 and 2. That looks pretty good. Plus, we can change it as we increase the size. Oh, God. Okay, so, like... What does this look like if I do 2 and 2 here? Is that, like, good, or is that confusing? I feel like it's slightly confusing. I do like the idea of the dashed lines. We're close to what we want. If the gap is 1, that makes it the most even, but also slightly heinous, to be honest. Oh God, it erased it. Okay. I'll never find these numbers again. Oh, did you put like a dot in the middle of something? Oh, at paint.net? Did you type paint.net? Paint.net's pretty good, especially for being free. I used paint.net for like years and years before I finally like had to buy the whole Adobe bundle to do all the stuff I needed, because I needed InDesign for the Nernroot book and all the PDF related stuff. I needed Premiere for video editing, and I needed this for photoshopping, but paint.net got me a long way on its own. So if you were given this, whoops, if you were given this in the guide, would you look at this and just be like, what is going on? Also, it won't let me move it. I feel like it's like, I don't know, what if it's a... Could make it solid, but I don't know. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, you can make like dashes upon dashes. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I wanted to like not... I don't want to get all the way through this and then find out we made like a bad decision and have to go back. Single segmented line. Yeah, it's... This one lets you see the seam of it better, but it is a little confusing. How do I, like... The thing I'm confused about is I made a line with the line tool, but now it's effectively just a rectangle, and I can't... Like, all it does is make the edges dashed. It won't let me make the actual, like, line dashed. Oh, because I did a shape instead of a path. That might be it. No, because now it doesn't draw anything. I'm so lost. Are these... What is this? Okay, I'm going to Google really quick. Because I am bad with this. Select the line tool and select the stroke option. What we did. Next, select the desired dotted. Oh, this is so annoying. I have to like make a brush just to... No way, that can't be right. It says to do this and then this and set this to your desired thing. And then this to 0, I think. And then make that dashed. Now it's like tiny. And now it's just not dashed for some reason. Why is Photoshop so... Like, this is a basic feature of most things. And the website wants me to pay money to scroll farther down the page, so we're moving on. Modern life is so difficult, guys. Why do I have to make a brush just to draw a line with the line tool? What is that? This person is hand drawing the exact dashed line they need in the brush tool grid and then drawing it with that tool instead of making... I really didn't think this would hold us back, guys. Sorry about the delay here. Unbelievably, this is somehow... Oh, now there's dashes. Okay, they just aren't... What? How does changing the size of it suddenly make it a dashed line? What is with that? This is the same exact settings. I changed nothing, and now it's a dashed line. Okay, we're getting rid of this one. And we're copying the layer style over to this one. I guess we're in now, but man, I don't know why that even works or not. And then I want to edit the actual path. if I can, but I can't. So we're gonna just draw it a final time and hope that's the end. So the thickness of the line, let's say we'll do 12 pixels every time, like this. And then our dashed lines will be 3 with 3, no, 2.5 maybe. No, that looks terrible because it can't do decimals despite letting me type it in. I don't really get how this works. Right, every combination of numbers. That probably looks fine. I feel like the dashes are like too long, but when I do... I don't get it, man. When I make the gap different values, it like... I don't understand the pattern I'm looking at. That's probably good. What do you guys think? And then we'll just do the classic. I don't like it. I still don't like it. I mean, it looks fine, but why does it look like... that's fine. We'll call it good. Okay, so 12 stroke and then 4-3. I almost wish the actual dashes weren't as long. But when I change it slightly, it like wildly changes everything. There. 3.75. And then the gap. Oh, the gap makes the lines longer? Wouldn't the gap just make the gap longer? Adobe, what are you doing? Why do you do things like this? Okay, whatever. This is the exact settings that we're going to go with for all future save clips. I'm going to intentionally leave the compass in here to show what direction in the room the player's facing and like leave reference points. It'll be kind of like the Nernroot photos, but there's only like 20 something of them. Okay. So this one will save as a template. This will be called save clip screenshots. Template. In this particular one, we will call, and we're going to name them just numbered in order in the guide. For now, I might rename the photos later, but I don't know the best naming system yet. I'll have to work with Ultra to figure out that and whatnot. So we'll just call this save clip, whoops, save clip 1. Toggle light bright to remove in-game darkness. Oh man, dude, that no, I don't want to do that. Okay, look what this did. That is like, that is awful. It might look good outdoors, but it looks like I have like a thermal camera. Why? This looks way better, like more accurate to the in-game. Oh my god, look at that. I'm playing Call of Duty and I just unlocked the thermal scope. Okay, so now let's get the second save clip, which I already know is going to be here, because, you know. So let's get our context here, and my goal is to have the seam not overlap with the cursor, just to make it easier. So let me find that screenshot. What if I can copy... And copy the layer style. I don't know, as long as I have the same tool every time, this should be fine. Why does this one look completely... Oh, because it didn't save any of my settings. That's cool. Okay, let me do this right. Let me set this line tool up to have the exact parameters. So we want... Please, we want 12 pixels. Also, let me go back to dock mode for you guys. We want 12 pixels up here. We want the regular dash line 3.75, 3.04. Okay, that should be the perfect line tool. And it looks like garbage. What happened? I have 12 pixels with the same dashed line, and I have 3.75 and 3.04. Maybe I have to like hand edit this every time. That might be it. Okay, and then snag this. Okay, we got the workflow figured out, guys. Now we're cruising. Now it's just a matter of painstakingly editing this because it just sucks. It's fine. So to me, this is way more useful than the verbal instruction. Having this picture is really, like, I don't know, I find it super efficient. I played Half-Life 2 like that because the lighting was broken. Oh yeah. So you were blind by the end of it. It sucks for playing, but it usually works okay for screenshots, that initial cell. Alright, I'll try it in other ones. I can also, like, in a pinch, I could just, you know, do something like this. Although the HUD will look worse, I guess. Maybe something like that, like a... just way too bright. I don't know, this is mostly gonna be viewed on a computer in this case, so like, dark images and stuff, like the print, I don't have to worry about like printing any of it, so like the dark colors should look fine on mobile and on PC, right? Because it's just gonna look exactly like in-game. So let's do... Yeah, it's just the lighting for the Nirnroot, the weather and stuff. I don't know, like the Nirnroot, it's hard to see like landmarks and stuff, but you're so close to the subject on each of these that there's not like much you're missing like when it's not bright out, I guess. But I'll try it in a few cases. How's it going, Snowman? Okay, so this one we're gonna save to the folder that it didn't remember. That's cool. Oh wait, whoops, I want to export as a PNG. It's gonna be save clip 2. Ultra, do you think we should just name them save clip 1, save clip 2, whatever, or should we, for future proofing, name like the cell they're in and then the number or something like that? I probably want to do the cell name, I guess. I'll do that. So this is Imperial Dungeon 1. And let me, oh whoops, that's the same name as the other one. Okay, let me name those again really quick. Okay, so we're gonna do... Yeah, I'm gonna do like we did with Nirnroot, but instead of a form ID, it'll be the cell number. So Imperial Dungeon, so it'll be save clip underscore, it'll be SC underscore, name of cell underscore number. Okay. Now we're rolling. So there's those two. So, yeah, I guess it doesn't have to technically be... Oh, you know what? Let's do it by, we don't want to go by split name, but okay, they'll vary, I guess. It doesn't really matter. These will be called tutorial, because they're always going to happen in the tutorial. Maybe we can name it based on what quest or something, because certain things are only going to happen in very specific spots. So tutorial 1, tutorial 2, that should be fine. Find my Steam screenshots again. Okay, so now let's look in the guide for the next one. You guys don't need to see me click through to find all the things here. You'll just take my word for it, right? Okay, so Boris. Okay, so this is the ledge across the gap later in the tutorial, so let's just get over to that really quick. Actually, we definitely have a save already there. Just set it up this way. Okay, I guess I should have gameplay up. Okay, so this is the one where you go through here, you jump around this gap, and you're going to be looking right here when you do the save clip. So we're going to look a little bit off to the side, maybe like that or something, but this is the picture you want right there. Find that. Throw it into the shop. Mess with this very slightly. Okay, that looks fine. Where's PNG? Save clip, tutorial 3. Okay. The next one is save clipping through the door to the main center building of the temple district. Okay, so let's go get that one. Okay, and this one, it's this door. Like that. And this one's actually going to be used multiple times. So, because we do this twice. Okay, so let's pop this one into Photoshop again. This is not nearly as bad as I thought there was like millions of clips throughout the run, but there actually aren't that many. The only part about this that sucks is having to do this every time, but it takes like 2 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we'll call this save clip temple 1. I guess we could call this Dragonfire skip. And I'm gonna name these with a comment each time in the doc. This is save clip Dragonfire skip 1. This was save clip tutorial 1. This was, oops, save clip tutorial 2. And save clip tutorial 3. Okay, that way I don't forget what each one was. One second, let me double check all these. Tutorial 1, 2, and 3, and then Dragonfire skip 1. Perfect. Okay. So the next one on the list here is during map exploration. This is going to be clipping through the city door, which we do in Talos Plaza. Let me get that screenshot really quick. Switch using namespaces allows quest templates across Oblivion, Skyrim, and other nice templating features. What do you mean by, sorry, what do you mean by namespaces on the wiki? Oh, it's just gonna be this. I don't remember the, was it this? Force weather 03E55 or something like that. Let me go find the force weather, man. Yeah, so I think all the articles already are doing that, right? Or is there some way internally to do it that I didn't do correctly? Because, like, for example, this one is Oblivion Paradise, right? Oh no, am I not doing it right after all that? Okay. I thought it was a thing where you just name the thing manually. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I figured it couldn't be as simple as the way I was doing it. Oh, okay. I don't have to manually rename, like, 130 pages or something. Okay, perfect. Allows quest templates across... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Does that mean every time I reference a page, I don't have to type Oblivion : at the start? It'll just go off the regular name if it isn't what it is, or if it's unique, I mean. Maybe. Okay. Let me find also really quick. What was I gonna look for? There was something wiki related I was gonna look at. Oh, the Nernroot cataloging thing. Because I need to see the command for forcing weather. I also need to write the actual Nernroot article, but... Gonna put that off. 38EEE. That was close. Okay. And then we basically want to clip through the back of the Talos Plaza district. So it'll look like this. Find that screenshot. Oh, no, it had the name in it. Okay, and then you want to clip through this seam. Oh, they manually type it? Okay. Yeah, a lot of what I've been doing, I've just been looking at other wikis that do things that I like and just kind of like looking at their formatting choices and pulling bits and pieces and then adjusting stuff. So like, if one wiki's doing it a weird way, our wiki's probably also doing it the same weird way. Okay, so this is... Save clip... let's call this map exploration, because it's never used for anything other than that. And then, do you want me to convert these all to a WebP, or whatever, WebP, is that what it's called? Do you want me to convert them all to that? file type, or should we just leave? I noticed some stuff is still just PNGs in the GitHub stuff. Hey Chicken Song, welcome back. Hope you're doing well too. Okay, so map exploration, save clip. Wait, what just happened? Okay, no, so that one was right. Okay, so the next one is use skooma to clip through the gate for Kvatch. So let's find that now. Wait. Why can't I? Oh, my acrobatics sucks. How do I actually... It's because this is like... maybe down here because I need a key normally. There we go. Alright, good to know, Ricky. I guess you weren't claiming to be Ricky. I messed that up. My bad. If I was funny, I wouldn't be doing spreadsheet streams. Alright, how do I... Where exactly is this? Is this a different cell than this thing? Why am I having so much trouble getting over here is the other question. Okay, that is a different cell, so I need to find... What the heck is going on here? Where's the big tower? There it is. Save as a WebP. Okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, okay, I'll do... I guess, yeah, Photoshop can do that, can it? I guess I should just straight up do it out of Photoshop. Okay, cool. I want to be right here. The save clip location is like that, I believe. I can also test it. Double check. Yeah, so with skooma that would totally work, because the other option would be like right there, but you get stuck. It says... to the corner of the gate. Okay, so let's get the screenshot here. Wait for that little visual flare thing to die out. Let's find our screenshot. Cool. This will be save clip. We don't want to call it Kvatch Gate because it sounds like Oblivion Gate. Let's just call it... This is the only clip in Kvatch, so... Or at least I think it is. Let's just call it save clip Kvatch 1. Okay, and then there's a save clip in Vindicil. And I think this clip is just that. Did something follow me in here? Why? Get this guy out of here. Okay, so this says save clip through the corner to the right of the first archway. So it's, let me just double check this. I believe it's talking about this. Yep, that's absolutely it. So we'll just back up a little bit and do something like this. I just saw an option in the export thing that said learn how to export as an NFT. It was right next to quick export. So it's just like... How do you spell Vindicil? I already can't remember. Vindicil, okay. Oh yes, the .nft extension. Okay, let's look for another save clip here. There's none for a while. Okay. But then half of them are just gonna be like in the middle of alien statues, furthering our incentive to get alien statues just done with. Let's find a way to glitch them. Okay, Fort Blue Blood. I already know this one, it's right here. So let me get the... Okay, buddy. So it is this right here, so I need to do that. And you need like a lot of skooma. I don't think this one even really works without skooma. Oh, it almost does. With skooma, it's like super easy. Okay, so let's put that one in here now. Yeah, that one's pretty dark. Let me see what that light bright command does. It's too much. I don't know. It like indoors it looks painful. Do you think we should have a little skooma icon or something to indicate that skooma is recommended for a clip? I don't know, the guide will literally say use skooma, I guess. So, it should be fine. Or Blue Blood 1. Okay. Try to find the next save clip on the dock. Here it is. Make a save clip while hold... Oh, okay, this is the annoying one. I'm not exactly sure how to convey this one with images. It's probably going to be a series of images or something. So, this is in Dagon Shrine. I'm going to get a more, like, decent save file of this. where we're like already moving fast and stuff. Or like right here, whatever. Well, we already have the Nernroot named NFTs for everything, so. Alright, so let's do... Where's it? Okay, we're doing the Dagon Shrine one. This one's gonna have like multiple things going on in it. So from this position, it says, while holding... Okay, wait for the question. Without moving the mouse, hold forward and right till you get stuck in the corner along the wall, then hold down and right till you're stuck again. So it's like this, and then that. So I'm going to take a screenshot in that position to show that that's the resting position. That'll just be straight up the first thing. And then it says, while holding down, while still holding down, quickly run left and back to the right to get stuck slightly farther back. Which would be that. And then save clip that way. So you start here, go there, and then you buffer back like that. Oops. Oh, I wanted to save clip, but I took a screenshot. Oh, I moved the mouse. Yeah, like that. So the hard part of this one is we can't really indicate it with visual lines since it's not visible to the player, but it's like this position, then that. Maybe I could... I'm going to take a screenshot of all three, and the picture is just going to show the three resting positions. How about we have, for autosave disappear, 1, we had 2 here, and then 3 here. And that'll be the indicator. Don't worry, I saved all these, I just didn't make them individual Photoshop files, because they take like 2 seconds to redraw if I messed it up. Okay, and then let's get our 3 images in here. So, smartest way to do this... Probably, okay, and also this image. One. There we go. Delete that. So this is 3. What did I just shrink? So we basically want to show like 1, 2, and 3 somehow. I'm wondering if they should just each be a separate, entirely separate screenshot. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 3 separate screenshots. So we'll say... and the Gearden's Tears Photoshop file. Actually, let me find a better... looks the exact same. For some reason, it does not look great here. Maybe it's just too bright or something. It's probably actually fine. Okay, so we have that. And this will be called save clip Dagon 1. Position 1, position 2. Just do this. Okay. Actually, before I forget, looks like Photoshop doesn't even have a whippy option, apparently. That sucks. I'd have to probably download a plugin or something. I'll have to figure that out later, but I can just open each PNG back up and convert it. It'll take like 2 seconds. And then this should be called like final position. Okay, so that makes that pretty easy to learn. Let's find the next one. Okay, how's it going? Alright. Okay, so now we get into the real pain, which is having to find the save clip images for every single alien thing, which is, there's like, what, let me see, 7, 8 save clips out of the 27 in the runner in this one section. So, Imperial City Sewers North exit. Oh. So this one is enter the sewer, hug the right wall, and save clip through the second corner to the right of the gate. Coffee crisp. I'm not a huge fan of the coffee flavor in general. Hug the right wall and save clip through the second corner to the right of the gate. So that would be this. Or it might be this. So this is where the picture comes in handy. I think it's actually just this. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the pictures will be a huge quality of life thing for people in general. I'm pretty happy to be able to finally implement something like this, because in Google Docs it was not feasible without just flooding the document with obnoxious amounts of images that are in the way the whole time. Also, now that the route logic's like, I want to say like 100% done, but it's never truly done. But once the route logic's like 100%, now that it's 100% done, we're kind of in like go mode where like we're so close to being done with everything that I'm probably gonna have a lot more like immediate motivation to get through everything quickly. So I'm gonna probably stream a lot more often, or at least get a lot more done offline, because I'll have a lot more energy from that. Okay, so this is save clip Sewers North 1. Okay, now we need Miranda, which is northeast of Coral. Oh yeah, you remember someone taking 72 hours to do. Yeah, Miranda, northeast of Coral. Hopefully no one ever has to go through what those fools went through that didn't prepare enough and took 72 hours. Hopefully they learned their lesson and are actively, meticulously taking notes on everything that could go wrong in the run. Alright, so in Zone 1, face the exit and save clip through the shallow corner to the left of the exit door. I'm also going to cross-reference these with... Where is it? Where did that folder go? Is it under Other? Or no, it'd be in the V4 folder. Circuit images, there we go. Sorry, I gotta look at the Alien maps and see exactly... Yeah, so that... Yeah, okay. Face the exit and safe clip through the shallow corner to the left of the exit door. So the shallow corners are these, like, really tiny ones like that. Because, like, this kind of works, I think. But it's not great. This, for some reason, I think it just, like, pops you through every time. Oh, never mind. Hey, how's it going, Bosch? Okay, that was it. So, what we want to do then is get... That's a good screenshot. And honestly, these Alien runes are also similar. We could probably get the exact same screenshot reused on all of them, but... I don't know. Yeah, the dashed line was a great idea. This is looking good. Because then that clearly looks like that little lip there. Okay, little... So this is save clip, Miranda 1. I think that's the only save clip in that one. Okay. Let's look for the next one. Okay, so there's 2 save clips in Welk, which is northeast of Fieldhouse Cave, which in the context of the run makes sense, but in this context not so much. Northeast of Leeuwen, and then northeast of Fieldhouse Cave. Okay. Welk. Oh. Forgetting. Okay, so in Zone 1, face the exit, save clip through the shallow corner. So this is going to be like pretty much the exact same. It's a save clip mechanism intrinsically related to corners more than actual walls. I think it's... I don't know, because it seems to work running into corners, like, infinitely easier, right? So I'm not exactly sure, like... My understanding of it from the video I made about it is that it's that you're moving through a wall in the one frame, and something about being in a corner allows you to move past, like, something, I don't know, I think being in a corner, it, like, moves you through it differently or something. I don't exactly understand that part of it, but it just seems to always work better in corners. Okay, so this is gonna look almost the exact same. Oh, I guess that's true. It's just like a little half of a wall, but it's 2 halves of walls, I guess. I don't know. Also, maybe I think the angle might help a little bit to move past it or something. Not exactly sure. Okay, so this is Welk 1. Okay, in zone 2, so let me look at the map. Okay, the save clip in zone 2 is this really annoying one. So let me just get over there. Oops. So I think we did it here. Someone found a better one that we ended up putting in here, I think. What does it say? Save clip facing south into the corner. You may have to use skooma. I think it was just this, but with skooma. No, okay. That worked. Where do I want to look? Maybe like right here. This is Welk 2. Okay, then we got Wendelbeck, which is northeast of Welk. This is such a meme. This little lip here that you just can't run up sometimes. Like, it looks like if you run up the left side... No, there's like a specific spot. That far right worked that time. It seems sort of random. Anyway. Okay, so what is the Wendelbeck clip? Gonna be in zone 2. So let's do zone 1 first. Check out the map here. In zone 2, save clip through that grate. Okay, so what's the name? The second corner to the left of the gate. Which would be that. Did I count that as a corner and that, or I don't know, it might be this. Going pretty well. I think we're like halfway done with save clips already. It doesn't really take that long. It just took a while to figure out the what we wanted from the formatting, but now it's just like testing each clip and making sure it still works. Oh, it's totally that. Okay. So it's this tiny little... Okay, so we need the angle to be like pretty clearly only showing... Yeah, okay. That should be good. Boom. This is also good for routing because I'll never forget like what we already did for our save clips. I don't have to like relearn the explanations. So this is Wendelbeck 1. How do I spell Wendelbeck? Wendelbeck 1. Okay. Alright. Maca maintain. So this is northwest of Fort Cooper, so let's get out of here. Oh, somehow this raised up. What is this in? Maca maintain northwest of Fort Cooper. Oh, there we go. Okay, and this one is gonna be in zone 1, hug the left wall passing through a gate and save clips. I gotta look at the map just to double check. Okay, so we go through here. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this one's not too bad. How's it going, Shoegaze fan? Alright, so it's either that or that. I'm pretty sure it's this. One of them totally works, and one of them just, like, never works, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's that one. That one, it's so weird looking, but it works. Okay. So this one, the screenshot's gonna be a little tricky. Wasn't actually too bad. Okay, so this is save clip, Maca maintain 1. Check spelling. Okay, then we have Kalot, and that's gonna be the last one for this section. So this is northwest of Mac maintain. Okay. What am I looking for? I already forgot. Kalot, west of Fort Cedrian. Must have looked at an instruction wrong. Fort Cedrian. Why did I write this like this? Fort Cedrian, northwest of Mac maintain. Is this instruction wrong, or is it like super duper far north? This instruction's horrible because I have to Google it. Oh my god, never mind. I somehow missed the first one. How did I miss all of that? Jeez. Okay, well, we're here now. Instruction was not bad, I'm bad in that case. In zone 1, face the exit. Save clip through the shallow corner to the right of the door facing south. Okay, so this one's going to be a similar picture, but we're facing to the right. I don't know, I have the resolve to go through this so many hours a day. I usually don't. That's the secret. I just straight up just burn out for like, I mean, cause you probably, I don't know if you were here at the time, but there was a period of time where I burned out like for like a month straight, or like over like 2 months one time. I just didn't work on like hardly any of it. So it happens, but it seems to, there's like an ebb and flow to it, I guess, where sometimes I have a ton of energy for like a week or two, and then sometimes I have no energy for like months. But I think I'm like probably landing in a spot now where I'm not overdoing it when I finally, because I'm like, oh, I have energy, I better get a bunch of stuff done while in this rare event that I have energy, you know. But then that's how you burn out. So I'm finally like pacing myself so that I don't overdo it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's really hard to manage your energy level, especially when you want to work on something really badly and you finally are like able to actually be motivated to do it. So, what do I want to do here? What is this called? Kalot? And this is the only one? Yeah. Carter, who was one of the co-pilots for V3, he showed me a photo of me at the end of the V3 run, which for the record, I had to stay up like 26 hours straight or something, like to set up the stream equipment and get the run played all the way through and stuff. So for that, he showed me a picture of me that he took wearing, and it's me wearing the vest with all the donator names on it, and I just look like, I have like crazy eyes, I look like insane. I was just like, why do I look so like unhealthily euphoric in this photo? And he was like, don't forget, you've been awake 26 hours at the time this photo was taken. Okay, so that's all those save clips. There's now 2 save clips in the next one. Let me see, how far along are we? So we've done 16 of the 27 of these. So 11 more to go. Is the V4 draft public at all for viewing? Not yet. I want to make sure we like actually 100% have it all done before releasing it, especially to avoid, you know, people in the Discord being like, oh, this instruction here, here, and here should be changed, and like, because they might not know like what the full vision for it is yet. Like, oh, this description for the save clip's bad. It's like, yeah, but we're gonna have like a picture of it. So it's kind of that, and also just to make sure we don't get like totally sniped at the last second and have someone else just do the whole run before we actually get to properly debut all the tech and show it off and everything. So it's a little bit of both, but mostly I think it's irresponsible for me to put it out publicly and have people run it, and then there was something wrong with it and it broke, you know? I don't want to waste people's time with that. It's twice I've stayed awake for 30 plus hours, not something I like to repeat. Yeah, but if you're playing Oblivion, you know. Okay, so what is this? Imperial City Arena. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little weirder to convey. This is a natural clip. I might just draw like a box, you know, like like the Pulp Fiction thing. I might do that around the natural clip plane. And then also, what do we have here? Save clip to the left side of the next gate. And then, yeah. Okay, so there's 3 clips to be shown here for the arena. You get first try before Karst. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think this community deserves to be able to debut the run. You know, I mean, Karsto's within our community for sure, but I think having it properly debuted to the public on like the PRC channel is the right way to go about the release of the new version. Random question about V3. I swear I didn't see Joe there. I was waiting for him to do Steamy Man. Oh yeah, he hasn't been available the last couple times we've done stuff. So, and he's probably not going to be available for this one too. So, unfortunately. Let me find, where am I going here? Arena? Yeah. Yeah, everyone keeps wanting Joe to do Steamy Man specifically, it seems. A lot of requests for that. Good news is that even with perfect play, you're not getting under 10 hours. Wait, why is that good news? Oh, I took with the wrong raiment. Not that it matters, I guess, but... Okay, let's try this. So the first save clip is this little thing here, and you like jump up and over it. It's that plane. So I need to square off that as a save, or as a natural clip. And I think it's not the ceiling either. It's just that part. So let's get... Okay, so let's get this one in here. So there's going to be 3 arena clips. Also, I eventually want to do this on the wiki anyway, to have a bunch of natural clip locations shown off. So let's try the rectangle tool. Good, it saved all the settings. Doesn't look bad. I wonder if we should, like... Oh, no. I was gonna say, we could, like, have a fill thing for this to, like, kind of highlight the plane better. Yeah, like, for example, if we did... Where's the tool I want? If I did something like this... Oh, come on. So now this is on a different layer, and then I can, like, do something... Make it, like, red, maybe. I don't know, maybe just something like this. I don't really... Oh, and then this would go like that. And then I would just probably redraw the rectangle. But this almost looks good, like, on its own if it wasn't... It might be confusing that the color's different, I suppose. This, I like the way this looks a little bit, though. Like, I think this would be good for the wiki to show, like, the plane within an image or something, possibly. And then I want to change the dimensions of this. So it could be something like that. But yeah, I don't know if the highlighting really does much. We could do this so they can clearly visualize that there's not actually something there. Had Steamy Man so many times. Yeah, we gave him a lot of Steamy Man. Oh yeah, I guess I could disable the AI. Like Steamy Man, the least of all the spin results, like the spicy pickle bucket. Yeah, Steamy Man, I don't know. It's a little strange that it became the absolute favorite to me as well. Like, I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but like it is kind of odd to me. I think people like the name mostly, and the sheer duration of it is funny. Okay, so let's undo all of this because that looks cool as a proof of concept, but maybe not yet. So let's get it back to a single thing like that with the rectangle. So for now, let's just call this good. Other than I want to make the rectangle slightly wider to accommodate for that little bit. Unless that's confusing. That is confusing. Whatever. Okay. It's worth messing around with just to see if there's some way to convey this. So this is save clip, arena 1. And this is technically a natural clip, but I'm going to just call it save clip. This will be that, and then we're supposed to... Oh no, it lowered. I took too long. I'm just gonna do this. And then this person will actually legitimately be there. So then this is the screenshot we want, and you stand literally like right here. So get this one in here. Save clip arena 2. Then... Oh, hey, Dale Man, thanks for the 126 person raid. How's it going, everybody? Right now, we're doing some hardcore document mode. So we're basically getting screenshots to make these nice visual indicators of all the corners of the walls that we're going to be save clipping through in the run, because it's really hard to tell where they're at. So for example, this one's right here, up on this corner. So what we're gonna do for this one is we're throwing it into Photoshop, and we are going to put the clip indicator... Angry Box, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. We're going to put the clip indicator, like, right in the middle here, because that's where it goes. This one, actually, though, this might be better... what was that one? Cosmovision Y, thanks for the follow. This one might actually be better to do differently. Let's see here. We gotta mess with these stupid lines every time, because Photoshop doesn't automatically like space them out or anything, and then we paste our layer style in. So the clip is right here, but that almost looks like it's like in the background. This one might be better to show like the perspective of what's happening when you clip, because when you're standing right here, it's pretty obvious like what you're doing. This might actually be functional enough on its own. Thank you all for all of the emotes and stuff. Deo spin. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a little Spyro. I think this is honestly a more representative image of the clip than this one is. So, let's just call this one good, because no one's gonna not know what that is, because we have a verbal description with all of it. For those of you unaware, let me show this off really quick. We're currently going through this guide that we finished writing. And anytime it says to save clip, we're making a series of images, and we're basically updating all the graphics. These are outdated. These look terrible. We updated those the other day with stuff like this. But anyway, so we're going through each time it says save clip, and we're adding in a new file to tag along with it for eventual integration into an interactive guide on a website, which is a work in progress right now. This can shrink. But basically, the whole guide, we're moving from our Google Docs framework over to our, like a sort of basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript thing, but with our own custom HTML stuff that we can click on to interact with, like checking things off in the middle of the run and stuff like that. So, pretty, you know, pretty elaborate, and Ultra's been working real hard on this website in conjunction with Muggy Fox, so that's kind of, we're basically prepping all the materials because we got all the timing data we needed for the run and whatnot. So anyway, let's go to save clip here. So this one is that gate we just got. Did I name that, or did I just, yeah, I should probably rename this as a whatever. So this is save clip arena 3. Oh god, my caps lock. Save clip arena 3. See, at some point I want to raid Deo Man back, but he always finishes streaming before me, so I never have the opportunity. Alright, so let's go and type this in. Axolotine, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, and then this one's gonna be save clip arena 3. The Photoshop is more interesting than the document right now because we don't Photoshop nearly as often as we look at that. We've been looking at that single Google document for like weeks and months and probably years technically. So let's see how many save clips are left really quick. We just did number 19 out of 27, or sorry, number 18 out of 27. So we're on to number 19. It's a save clip in the corridors of Dark Salvation, which is in the Coral Oblivion gate. So I need to make sure I'm not on a file that's already closed that gate, but let me see if it's even on here. Can you fast travel out of the arena? No, okay, I might as well check. Let me find a save file from right before we do Oblivion gates, and find this. This will actually be gameplay for a little bit. So, although it's a hardcore dock mode kind of day, we're gonna do some gameplay briefly while I look for this stupid Oblivion Gate thing. So this is Nirnroot, that would be right before Oblivion Gates. Yeah, so any of these will work. I'm just gonna pick one of these. So Coral, I put the TOS robe on, which we don't have yet. Whatever. So let's go to somewhere out here. It should spawn at this point in the run, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just gonna be this. There's a few gates that are always outside the city, in the same spot every time. So let me see exactly where in this we go. Oh, sorry, it's the Shane Hall one. I misread it. That one's also easy to find. Yeah, if anyone new has some questions about what's going on, we have some chat commands linking to some basic info, but I'm also happy to answer questions directly. The wiki's just for if people would rather read like a longer explanation of stuff. The goal is that I want to get people as informed as easily as possible about how it all works, and yeah, so feel free to ask away. This is a day where we're not actually doing enough gameplay that I can't read chat, so I'm good to go. Complete the quest with optimal fame, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna do the Scarlet Mage jump here. We also have God mode activated. Basically, you can do this sick jump and then just jump right out. I have God mode activated, and also this is just for testing, so I'm just gonna clip through, but we basically jump around those rocks and get back up here. Yeah, there was very little documentation about most Oblivion glitches, which is why I wanted to centralize it all on the wiki. And I also think... Hold up, this might be the spot. I also think that most of the videos about glitches for Oblivion on YouTube are just the same couple things, and most of them are just... They don't have all of the full intricacies of the glitch explained and stuff like that. Okay, so we're in Corridors of Dark Salvation, so the save clip is right here. So let me actually, this is distracting, get that out of here, wait for that effect to go away. Okay, let's get rid of this while we can. So it's going to be, here's the clip, guys. We walk here, we clip, we leave, and you clip through like that, and I think you run pretty far out, and then that gets you to the next area. So, let me double check that that's 100% correct. Safe clip through the wall directly below the big spike to the right of the doorway. Run west to avoid warp to the end of the zone. So yeah, that should exactly put us where we need to go. Let me just double check this one last time, just to make absolutely sure. Is it just this? It should just be this. Yeah. And then you can just... Or, well, is that... Wait a minute. Doesn't seem right. Oh, it's supposed to put us up there. Okay. My bad. Try that one more time. Oh, I was not running west. I was running west-northwest. That's how specific the materials end up getting. Okay, there we go. Or that. Yeah. So the safe... Oops. The screenshot should be standing like right about here, so you see that that's the door to the start of the area that you came from, and then there's that. So let's pull this up in Photoshop. So I'm going to go back to this mode. Throw this in here, and we're going to draw this line. So that doesn't look great. Probably start a little more straight like that. Okay, so there's the actual clipping location. If anyone new here doesn't know how safe clipping works, there's a chat command I'll type in really quick for you to take a gander at a YouTube video we made about it. Also, the wiki will have individual pages about every glitch we've found so far. I haven't written all the pages for all the glitches, but I've written down like a placeholder page for every glitch that I can remember. I'm probably missing a handful, but there's a million of them listed, and we're for now keeping it strictly to like useful things, just because that's the important part, and then like cosmetic stuff will be more thoroughly documented later. Okay, so there's the save clip location. This is called Shaden Hall Oblivion 1, I guess. How about Shaden Hall, oops, Oblivion 1. Okay, let me find the next one really quick. We're on page 50 out of 104 in the guide, which means most of the saved clips are actually in the first half of the run. Does the black text glitch have a stub page, or is that too niche? Oh, you know, some of that stuff, I'm not even sure how common it is across other people's copies of the game. It seems to only happen on our computer when we're doing these really long marathon runs. So, I'll probably document that at some point. I'll add that to the list of stuff. I don't know if there's one on there. Melting UI glitch also occurred, but I've never been able to recreate the melting UI glitch. At least the black text glitch happens pretty much every time that we've ever played the game longer than like 20 hours. So this one is the Sanguine clip. Okay, so this one's good. Sanguine clip, for anyone who doesn't know, there's a crazy strat we found. Here's a chat command. I'm just going to plug everything while I can. Sorry about that. But the Sanguine skip is probably one of the coolest new quest logic things that we've discovered recently. It's so cool that I made a whole video showing the whole process of us discovering it, because I found the process to be very interesting that time. So anyway. I just need to get a picture of the clip, though. It's not going to... In isolation, the clip is not that cool. It's just a normal clip, but... So this clip, we go here, into the dinner party, around here, and then we just need to show, like... Maybe get a little bit of the doorway. Just like that. Okay, so... Here's Photoshop, here's screenshot folder. These lines up. Use the layer style and save. So this will be called... I guess this one, we'll call it Sanguine. Sanguine skip 1. Sanguine skip 1. Okay. Let me look for the next one really quick. There's none for several pages. And you're probably wondering why am I manually scrolling? It's because Google Docs is terrible, which is why we're trying to get away from it. And when you Control F in Google Docs, it like loses track of which one you're actually on, and it resets the counter when you Alt Tab out. So, okay, this one is in Vitassin's Secret. Once the pillar's open, okay, so I know where this one is. Let's go find it. Did they really leave a black void there in that Sanguine skip spot? Wait, what do you mean? What's this? Oh, is there just straight up like... Oh, that. You're talking about that. I guess they did. Yeah, that's... There's literally just a... You know. That's actually kind of funny. I wonder if without clipping you can just see that chest. Not quite. It would have been real funny. Well, maybe. It would have been funny if you could... You can! Look at that. If you stand right here and jump without clipping, you can see the Sanguine chest. That's hilarious. I wish we noticed that during the routing, because that would have been funny to show in the video that, hey, you can literally stand lined up with this door and jump, and you can see the Sanguine chest. We gotta mess around more with out-of-bounds chests. I'm actually gonna put that in the V5 brainstorming thing. Experiment with perma key for chests more, and also floating merchant chests in general. Because I know in Skyrim, Sicklif had some really cool stuff in some of his recent videos where he's like jumping off of objects he pulls from out of bounds to like get to a dev chest and stuff like that. Because in Skyrim, those are way more broken. In Oblivion, we haven't really found much like going on. But anyway, so this is... Okay, we're going to Vitassin, so let me find that. Yeah, there's tons of just, like, holes in the walls in this game. Okay, so this clip is in this area past this pillar. Oops. Let me just get to it really quick. Oh, whoops. Did I type it wrong? Oh. Okay, so I believe it's that. Let me just test it really quick to make absolutely sure. Oh, yeah. So turn around like that. The farthest right corner next to the door. Yeah, that's definitely that. Okay, so let's throw this into Photoshop. Paste our layer style like that, and make the lines not that long. Better. Export as save clip, Vitassin or Vatican or whatever. I've never gotten closure on if it's called Vitassin or Vatican. I don't actually like listen to the dialogue anymore, and I never paid attention to it at the time. This is spelled how? E-A-H-T-A-C-E-N. Okay, let's see. Where does it think we're at in the guide? Okay, we are on save clip 22, so we're almost done with these. This one is... Where are we? Ah, this is the save clip. This is one of the worst save clips in the game. Hopefully we find a better one than this later, but, oh, that's funny. The pillars create the wall that you actually... That's so stupid. Okay, so... Or smart, because they didn't have to waste time coding in a door there. Or a wall there, I mean. So this one is... What was it again? Gotta look, I already forgot. Oh, yeah. It's in the Leyland Castle, right? No, Breville. My memory is fading. I don't remember if I already said hello or ordained, but hello. Glad to have you back, as always. So, this area up here... Also funny animation thing. I don't know if this really counts as a glitch, but it is funny. Anyway, so the clip is one of these spots with a ton of skooma. Save clip running south-southeast into the door behind you. May need to use skooma. I'm pretty sure we literally just do this, but with a ton of skooma. I mean, that already, like, partially worked there. That worked, just doing it twice. Okay, so... Take our screenshot there. Photoshop. Oh, Ultra, by the way. The other benefit of not using the light bright thing is that the images are darker, so we save a little file space, apparently. So that's pretty cool. It's all about those tiny optimizations. Okay, so this will be save clip, Wizard Grotto 1. Write that down real quick. Save clip, Wizard Grotto 1. That's what this area is called, right? I should probably double check that. Yeah. Is it FuCat that's like a image processing person or something? I don't remember the exact title, but someone on the Discord had like some a degree in like image like stuff. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but they might know more about that. There's we're converting all the PNGs to a thing called a WEPI, which I didn't know about, but Ultra is using them for the Nernroot images. It's like a Google optimized image format that loads like ridiculously fast on web pages. So right now we've been using that, and it is loading pretty quick on all the Nernroot stuff, so it's pretty nice. Okay, so that's Wizard Grotto. Let's find the next one here. 75 pages through the guide. Okay, this is in... That's Kvatch, Savalian Mattius. Activate Blood of the Divine. Okay, so this is Sancretor. There's a clip in Sancretor. Yeah. So let's go do that. We'll need a file that's definitely completed Sancretor, so let's just do it in here. Aggressive JPEG is larger than JPEG. Interesting. What is this glitch? Look at this. My carry weight... Okay, hold up. Am I stupid? Would someone mind clipping this? My weight is higher than my encumbrance, but I can walk around. I'm not over encumbered. How is that even possible? Hey, Warble. The Weppy hate has awoken a new chatter. Oh, does COD mode. Does God mode? Oh, I didn't actually know that. Why does God mode make it that you can run around? Okay, never mind. That's not a glitch, guys. I'm not. I don't know much about the game, I guess. I'm not an authority on the subject of Oblivion, apparently. Okay, so let's find Syncrator. This is also gonna, the cracks are gonna start showing. So there's Muskarkand. Because this is stuff I just blindly fast travel to when the guide, or when the quest marker points to it. This isn't stuff I have to find manually very often. Man, I'm not even close. I don't know if it's possible, by the way, Ultra. You might know, because I don't know how the map, like, code is structured in terms of, like, how to make another page about the map. But I thought it'd be funny to have, it's way too late to the party, but, like, the, so you know Wordle, right? I thought it'd be funny as a Nernroot trainer to have Nerndl, and it just shows a random, like this would be some, don't do this. I'll waste my own time doing this because it's so stupid. But basically, you would have a third one of this. So instead of the Nernroot, it doesn't have locations or anything, but it just shows all the plants on the map with no pathfinding, and it shows you the close-up image of one of them, and you have to guess which one it is, and then it points in a cardinal direction depending on how close you were to the with your previous guess. So you have to like triangulate or whatever, like the position of the correct Nernroot. I think that'd be kind of a funny little game, but I don't know that it's a stupid idea, but I think it'd be funny to have like a text channel on the Discord where people post the daily Nerndl or something. Yeah, kind of just a random idea. I think one of the other PRC people was the one that mentioned it to me. I don't know if it was actually, I don't remember who came up with it, but do you think with the way that the map system is set up, because I figure if you were able to copy the map like stuff over to make a Nernroot version, that I could copy it a third time and make a Nerndl game or something? Do you think that's possible? Like with the way it's set up, or am I gonna run into like huge roadblocks? Like, I'm not gonna do it until like V5. Like, I'm not gonna do it before we finish V4 because that would be like the most like squandered amount of time imaginable to make Nerndl instead of actual functional route materials. But we got to start training people to memorize all the Nernroot by photographic memory, and that's the way to do it. The daily Nerndl. Okay, so which one are we on here? We're on Syncrator, which I'm still looking for. That's what reminded me of it, is because I can't find Syncrator, and I was like, if only I was able to train my brain daily to find where everything is in this game. Is it not one of these icons? Maybe that's the problem. Oh, it's a fort. I'm so dumb. Like the Google Maps game. Is there a thing like that for map? Something like that, yeah, because it's like they made one called, what is it? Let me find it really quick. I don't know what's gonna show up. So like, I don't know if you guys, this is gonna show how little I know about the world, but how do I show this? They made a thing Worldle here, right? Where it shows like a country or territory, and you guess it, and then it points like how close you were. So I'm gonna pick I'm just gonna pick United States, for example, and it says it is south of that, so you know it's like central, like America, right? So like it'd be kind of cool to have the Nernroot feed out do the same thing, but also like point on the Nernroot you picked on the map, like around its icon, and show like percent how close you are and like the in-game distance, which we have the technology to calculate the distance. So although that might be a little bit too easy then if you have the visual map, but just some sort of way of like, I think that'd be kind of funny. So, anyway, let's get back to this. It's just a small aside. So let me find this Syncrotor clip here really quick. So if I remember right, we, well, I guess I can literally see it right there. We saddle in and get popped down here. Used to play, oh, for Worldle, you mean? Worldle's pretty fun, but I would never, on stream, actually try to play it, because you would realize how bad I am at geography. Okay, in the third zone, go forward till you're at the base of steps, then turn left and save clip through the raised floor. So let me just double check this. There it is. Okay. So this is the seam that you want. Oh, there's too much pressure on stream to do one of these quizzes. You know, I don't know how people do like GeoGuessr live stream stuff. I would just crumble under the pressure like instantly. So this is save clip, Syncrotor 1. Oh, also, I don't have Photoshop up. Here's what it looked like. And the next one's in Miskarkin. There's 2 different clips, so I gotta go get those now. Oh, did I go... I think I just went in the wrong... Yeah, I went in the wrong door. Okay, so there we go with that, and then we want... Sorry, my neck hurts. Okay, so we're gonna go to Miskarkin, which was down here. I do know where that one is. There's a fun one called Framed, where you, like, have to get... It shows you progressively more specific frames from a movie, so it'll start with, like, a random establishing shot and stuff like that. Those are pretty fun. Let me see what the one is. I don't know if this counts as like streaming copyrighted content, but I don't know if you guys have seen this one. It's pretty fun. You could type like, I don't know, Fargo, for example, because it had snow, and then you just get more and more specific. And if you don't know it, you can just skip like that. I don't think I've seen whatever this is. Oh, you guys didn't actually see it. Whoops. This one's pretty fun, Framed. It's like, I don't know this movie, but you can like do, I guessed Fargo because it had like snowy trees, and then like I skipped because I don't know, but it gets more and more specific till it's like, if you haven't seen the movie you'll never get it, but it's like so specific you couldn't possibly like get it wrong after that point. Prisoners. Nice, you got it. I've never seen this movie though, so I would never have gotten that. Anyway, I keep getting off topic here. Photoshop. Back to the real work here. Alright, so Miskarkin, safe clip to the left corner before the first arch and void warp. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. And then like that. Yeah. So from the entrance, let's do like that. This is Miskarkin's 1. Okay, and then in the next zone, save clip through the right corner of the door you just went through and void warp straight east to the large room. Okay, so let's get this. So, save clip through the right corner of the door you just went through, so that's going to be this. But it might be that. Ah. Karsto's shaking his head. I can't get this stupid clip. Although I don't have skooma in my defense. Not that you really need skooma. Safe clip through the right corner of the door you just went through. I'm pretty sure they just do this. Someone should make a version of Framed, but with video game screenshots. I mean, they probably already have, but that would be kind of cool. Is there like another spotting clip that's just simply better? Oh, hello. What was that? That looked good. Try that again. Oh, maybe it was a fluke. Gamed. Is that a thing? Look it up. Gamed game. That'd be a good name for it. Doesn't look like anyone snagged that one yet. I'm having so much trouble getting through this door. That one, though, I don't know. That one might it would be fun, but I think it'd be the same issue with the movies where if you've never played the game, it's very unlikely you're going to be able to guess it. One thing that was kind of fun is I did a quiz where you had to guess like Atari era video games based off of the cartridge or based off of the box art, because the box art is like all the games are just called like baseball, football, like jumping, circus, like all the games are like a one word like noun or action or like verb, I mean, or of something, and you have to like guess it. Why can I not get through this door? I need to get through this. Why is this not working? But it was funny trying to guess those because you can get half of them right without knowing anything about the console even. It's just like a total guess. I'm gonna add a note that you may need skooma. Okay, it looks like skooma shouldn't be a problem there, so... let me get the skooma to wear off, please. There we go. So this is Misgarkand 2. And I think there's maybe like one or two more left. Okay, where's this? This is during, oh god, okay, so this is a save clip during the Great Heist. This is theoretically the only save clip you ever need. And then there's the save clip again into the temple, which is going to probably just use the same picture. And then let me just double check that that's it. Yeah, okay, so there's 2 left, but really like not 2 when you really think about it. Okay, so this one, we need to get into the old way. Is that really the only save clip? Interesting. Let's find one of our screen, or our old way pictures. We had to make a save multiple times during old way. I think it's this. Probably good. Yeah, so let's see where the save clip is. This is right before this part, so let me back out. There we go. Okay, and then it's up here. So it's like you get into this room from this door, and you jump across these things. So we need like a picture of us up here with enough context. Maybe if I jump into this thing, I'll have more. Are you kidding me? There we go. Have more of a thing here. Because the wall is right there, but we need to show maybe like that. Okay, because then what you do is you go here. And you fall down there. Okay, so that works. So this will be save clip, old way, 1. Okay. And then here's the final one, which is the temple clip in the center of town. So I think we already basically have that one. It would just be, let me find it and double check. What did I call it? Temple? Or no, I called it Dragonfire Skip. Yeah. Okay. So we should have all the screenshots we need. Let me upload these really quick, which is going to tank the bit rate. New folder, save clip, images. Okay, rip the bit rate for a second here. While this uploads, and then I'll show you guys all the images in a row. It's really struggling to upload this. despite them all just being simple PNGs. Okay, so let me open up the mode here. You don't need. Oh, whoops. That. There. Okay, so these are almost done. They're filing in. How many images total is it? We'll just wait it out. How long is it really going to take? It's actually, honestly, taking quite a while. But, while that's going, let's look at every time the word save clip is mentioned. Make sure there's a comment tied to it. Because this means that there's a screenshot. Okay, now let's see if the word clip is said more than 27 times. Looks like it is. So if there's an instruction that just says clip through the wall or something, we gotta make sure we're not missing anything like that. When you clip through the wall, if the clip doesn't work, just after, continue to run east after you clip. Okay, so that's all fine. This one might want a picture. Yeah, let's get a photo of this one. So this is Elven Garden District sewer. Okay. And then here's the new clip for this run. You literally just jump through this wall like this, but you have to phase through that part because it says jump through the wall south-southwest to clip out of bounds like that. So what we're basically going to do is this whole thing can be clipped through, right? So we need a picture like this, looking not exactly on top of it. Like that. Can I, like, draw a polygon and still have the dashed lines? Looks like it. Or not. Dude, this isn't what I want. Oh, sorry. I keep... There we go. Why is the default like a lion or something? I wanna just draw lines. I'm just gonna draw individual lines, I guess. Oh, this is horrible. Why? Maybe I could like skew the rectangle or something, but I couldn't be bothered at this point. That looks fine, and then make it shine like that. Oh, that looks not great actually. Those last two lines suck. That looks slightly better. Okay, and then this is, I guess, the sewer meeting clip. Save clip sewer meeting 1. Okay, let's upload that one as well really quick. Okay, so we have 30 images so far. So let's go back through this really quick. So we added that natural clip. There's the clipping spot, which is not exactly a thing. So any of them that aren't highlighted yellow don't have a clip tied to them yet. The first fight, turn to the right as you exit your tunnel and jump to clip through the back wall. So, oh, that is already highlighted. Okay, so that's good. Okay, these are all good. And, oh, we're back at the tutorial. Okay, so, that was the only one that didn't make it through the, original pass-through. So, here we go. Here's all the images. Hopefully these load decently fast here, but just to, let me hide this. A quick slideshow. This took 2.5 hours roughly, a small time to take for something that'll improve the quality of life of the entire this entire aspect of the run. It's just been hard to explain for like ever. So to me it was worth kind of setting all of these images up. I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. They're very clear, quick to understand. You almost don't even need the text description anymore. But the copilot has to say something to the runner. The copilot, or well, the runner can look at the picture, I guess. But anyway, so we gotta start thinking about what we're gonna do next, because this didn't take very long. Okay, it's turned out really good, actually. Oh, did that one not have the... What is that, Wendelbeck? I don't think that has the graphic on it. Let me load the Wendelbeck one again. Oh, weird. it does have the effect, it's just very lame. Okay, let me fix this one really quick. This was called... What was this one called? Welk 1. Okay. Upload a new version of that one. Really quickly though, let's look for... Oh no! Why did I say Welk? It was Wendelbeck 1. Okay, and then I'm gonna download Welk 1 really quick. Because I'm dumb and I replaced it. Okay, these all look fine. A small hiccup at the end there. But now let me upload the new and improved Wendelbeck 1. And then on my own computer, really quickly, I just need to replace the Welk 1 into this folder. Okay. I think that clears all of that up. That's like major task complete. Let me just make sure this preview available. Why not? There we go. This makes that drop shadow a little better. Okay. So this is done. I just need to now implement it on the website. I think I can figure that part out on my own, because there's already other things that have the same function, so I can just find in the code where that is and just like kind of copy how it works. Okay. This is something that's been bothering me. So we have this spell we cast, and there's like 21 skills in the game, right? But we have, how many spells? I think we have like 18 of them or something. We have to cast a special little spell on a trainer, or like someone who will recommend us to a trainer. So the wording is horrible though. It always says cast this, or it says talk to this person by casting this spell. I don't know why I worded it that way. It should say cast this spell and immediately talk to this person. So for all the B spells in the guide, this is a very minor thing, but it's going to prevent me from going insane, so we're going to do it. So we're looking for _B throughout the whole doc, and there's not that many of them, but each one of these, the wording is just utterly botched, so we have to fix it. See, so it says start the heavy armor training quest using B heavy armor. This should not say this. This should say, because this is like revealing route logic tech information to the runner that they don't need to know. So this should say, and we're gonna fix investing later. So cast B heavy armor, then immediately, and we'll skip that part for now, but what we want here essentially is, we don't care that it's starting the heavy armor training quest. And it should just say training. I think it's always just training with a period. Let me go check one of these really quick. It might not even work on this file, actually. But this is a thing that, like, every time it came up in testing, I fell for it, and I forgot to cast the spell. So we definitely need to fix the wording on all of these. Because, man, it was so annoying. Okay, so let's get this. Yeah, today's basically just cleaning up a bunch of things that have been irking me for like the whole time we've been using this guide and just finally laying it down. So they don't say it anymore, so I gotta find like an early, like post Arcane University, pre everything else save. I'm only gonna manually test this once. I'm gonna assume it's just a matter of whether or not there's a period at the end is really it. So it's not like I need to extensively test this, but I just like to have it accurate. There is no period. Okay, so training, and then these say invest 500 gold in the shop. Does it always have? No, I thought it had brackets around it. Whatever. Okay, one down. The other question is, um, should we say cast the B armor spell? We should probably say that. Do I have a backup of the docks? Probably. Let me make one right now. It's a good point. This might take a second. I'm gonna download it as a Microsoft Word document. Oh, that was like instant. Let's see if this looks any good. Wow. That doesn't look bad at all. I wonder how it does that. Anyway, okay, yeah, I got a backup now. Also, if you want Bosch, I think you're the only person who I gave access to the document in advance. If you want to make a backup, like on your Google Drive or something, as long as you don't share it with anyone yet, if you want to make like a backup of it as well, just in case I somehow, like if this computer blows up and Google's HQ is on fire, you know, it should be fine. Cast the B armor, so this should say cast the B heavy armor spell. And immediately, and it'll eventually say talk to Vernado, but for now it's just going to say invest. So this is a big thing we're doing. We are taking every instance in the guide where it says to start the training quest, we're changing it to say to click the training dialogue option specifically because it never has it doesn't match the other instructions. No other instruction in the game just says do this mechanic other than buying something because it tells you the icon to click on to buy it. Everything else doesn't it tells you exactly what to do at any given point, and it doesn't explain why it's having you do that hardly ever, so that you don't have to think about it too much. So this and the investing instructions go against everything else the guide is trying to do. So I'm gonna change all of these things to be correct. It's a little tedious, but it's definitely necessary. Oh, whoops! I'm clicking up. See, like, why do I need to say start the blunt training? Who cares, right? Google data enter goes down. What is what is that? Why did you like have that ready? Cast the blunt spell that immediately talk to us on this. This starts a future quest. Why? Who cares? Everything starts a future quest. Let me make sure this doesn't. The other thing that's going to be a little annoying is I kind of want these to be in the order from top to bottom that the dialogue is happening. So, the market is spam. Yeah, that one's good. I like the Azon one. I know it's not like specific to Azon, but I I could word it like cast the whatever spell, then immediately talk to whoever before the spell wears off. But I think that this wording kind of implies that that's what it is. So it should be fine. That wouldn't be too hard to add in later anyway, so it's not like it matters that much. Okay. See, like, this one says to talk to him, and then it puts the spell, like, in the middle. Okay, so this one's a little tricky. There's also a few little minor things about how the guide's laid out that are inconsistent that I might change later, but not sure yet. Like the circuiting's always letters, for example, but earlier stuff has like stuff like this says to fast travel as if it's like a major breakpoint or something, but like later we end up just not using that system. So there's stuff like that that I need to figure out. This has a psychological advantage of it feels like you're in a fresh, new thing. Like, this is all the stuff at the stables, this is all the stuff at the dock, but it's also a little confusing because you might just straight up skip that visually. See, like, what is this one? This is horrific. So this should say training, first of all. It should say enter the Mage's Guild, cast the Conjuration spell, and immediately talk to Albrecht Liddy. And then it should say training for that. Oops. But then it should say by the Soul Trap spell, and it should have the little spell icon, which I'm going to find from an unknown source. Find this really quick. Like so. Okay. And the spacing's weird and stuff. That doesn't matter yet. Talk to... Oh, with the asterisk. I could maybe do it that way. But I don't know. I think it's better to have the entire line say everything you need, like, all in a row if possible. Or was the Panaris one? Follow the quest marker, cast the B marks and spell, then immediately talk to Panaris and Vincius. That seems straightforward enough to me. It's really annoying because I don't know where the training dialogue's gonna go. V5 might be me reordering all the training dialogue, or if it really... I don't know how long it would take to pour through this whole thing in, because there's 2 things I need to do on a dialogue overhaul. So let me check, like... Reorder, training, and invest dialogue option ordering, and... what's the other one? Oh. Add proper nesting to each dialogue tree. I can't believe we have to buy Dominate Humanoid just because that one guy in the Thieves Guild sucks. So annoying. I talked to Tikius. Okay, so that's fine. Enter the basement and talk to Lumgro Barith. So this will be a training one again. I've messed this all up. How do I keep messing this up? I think we worded it differently at the start. And is better than then, because then implies to wait a little bit. Good. Whoops. One of those. Okay. Let's go here. Got another one, and that was security, yeah. Oh. Why is this one? What? Did I skip one? I don't know why finding is so inaccurate in this system. Okay. So okay, so there's that, and then 28 is this. Okay. See, now this one's largely correct. Talk to Authralos using the B. Okay, so this is different. Okay, so I think those are all fixed. Let's check them all really quick so these first ones are not what we're looking for. Okay, so heavy armor and immediately invest in him. Cast be armor and immediately invest. We'll fix investing next. Cast be blunt and immediately talk to Azon. Rana, and these should all have the word training under them as well. Otherwise, we're missing a crucial step. Cast be marks and spell. Talk to Benaris, there's training. Conjuration, training. Conjuration, training. Okay, the only one I'm concerned about is invest in Luciana Galena if she's here. That's concerning. Because the other option would be that she's at her house, I think. Everything else looked fine, though. So what do I want to do? Okay, so this is done. We could also take photos of the city Nern route and the indoor Nern route, just in case we need them in the guide. They can pop out similar to the pictures for save clips. Now Nerdroot Guide Primer, right. We might need to make a lot of primer type stuff. Add spell purchasing icon to the guide. Okay, so that's an easy one. I gotta add all the chat commands to Nightbot. That's like an offline thing. That'll just go up here. Okay, let's look up Luciana Galena. Okay, so she's only ever at her house. Okay. This will be easy enough to fix. That should fix that. Let me look at the circuit now, because this is reveal. Do I update this as an optional thing to go here? Well, okay, is she ever not going to be there? She might. Okay, what is this? Reveal circuit. Go find this in Photoshop really quick. Okay, so all we need to do is add her house. Let me just double check. Okay, so we need copy this. We also need the little marker, which we did on one of these. Oh, whoops. Okay, and then let's replace Breville Circuit 1 now. There, so we've added the condition to check for her. It's a little scary that we're running into things that are still sort of blatantly out of place like that. Hope there's not something else we're missing. Let's find more if statements in here. Oh, God, there's 200 of them. Okay. Oh, hey, how's it going? We're making, like, maps and fixing up all the documentation for the 100% run right now. Yeah, what Han said. So, like, I just made this little addendum to go into here as a secondary objective and stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff going on right now, but it's all, like, mostly just patching up a bunch of miscellaneous routing notes and stuff like that. So, yeah. That's the main things. Right now I'm looking for conditionals that say, like, if she's not here, then this and this. Okay, so this one... Yeah. Okay, so that fixes that. Then we need if he... And then there might be one for a group, so we should do if they... We might want to make the, Helvius Cecia thing be a drag him outside with the spell, but I don't know. It's actually probably faster mid-fight to just drag him out there. Okay, so these all are there, so if they are is nowhere in the entire guide, so we should be good on all of that. Okay, so that's done. Add the spell purchasing icon to the guide, so I'm gonna find the word purchase first of all. And see if it's... Change it to buy. Just to be consistent. Okay, so... Word spell appears 48 times. We need to have, like... We buy things 55 times. We need this buy icon every time we buy something. And every time we buy a spell, we need to add the spell purchasing icon to the document. That's what we're gonna do. None of this, that's all tutorial. Okay, so... This part's technical enough that we don't need... I can still put the, purchase icon in here. Like, in line. I guess. And for the actual... Oh, oops. For the actual guide, like, because this is just in Google Docs, but in the actual, like, interactive version of the guide, I'm going to replace the bullet with an image, which I saw that there's a way to do that, so fingers crossed. Okay, so we're looking for... Here we go. just this sort of thing, and it tells you to do all of these instructions like this. Making sure this doesn't overwrite other things. Random space there. Okay. Dupe the one stack, pick one up, repeat. Okay. And then we'll do, like, talk to Kalindal again. Okay. Okay, here we go. And then we can get our spell purchasing icon from our unknown source that we're pulling from. There, so now they know, from the beginning of the run, they know where these purchasing options are if they've never done the run before, or they've never played the game before enough to know how to buy spells, which is possible, I guess. But anyway. Okay. That should all be fine. Let's find more... I think it'll be better to have it structured this way anyway. Okay, so from that point on, that all seems good. So now the spells are the weird one. Because originally I liked the idea of having everything be as short as possible for the sake of the space on the Word doc, but now that we have a guide with such a flexible layout where things can like you could make the guide this wide and suddenly like every step is like super short, you know what I mean, like page wise. Much work is transferring all this to the webpage. I haven't started that process yet because I haven't finished doing this part, so I'm not 100% sure. Ultra showed me some of the basics on how to get certain things like the interactive checkboxes. It really is just a matter of, other than features that aren't in quite yet, it's just a matter of copy and pasting similar to what I'm doing here, but with HTML elements instead of like images and things like that. It won't really be that bad. I'll just do a little bit. That'll probably be something I do on stream, actually. Just a little bit each time I stream, just kind of chipping away at it. I just need to make sure I know exactly how it all works before I stream it, because I don't want to have a stream where I just literally can't figure it out because I'm like not good at programming. So I I think having all these icons and stuff will be really nice and visual, though. It'll make it easy for people to kind of get through the guide, like, at a glance. I think the more visual references you have. Yeah, I need to, like, the pop-out Nernroot photo, and I need to figure that out. Make a pop-out image icon next to save clip and indoor Nernroot locations. Yeah, I mean, the good thing though is that'll be the one of the few times I ever have to do the transfer like that, because in the future the transfer would be from Markdown, so it'd be a lot easier, and the all the HTML stuff will already be in it, so I can copy and paste like entire chunks of HTML and it should still work, like, with only minor adjustments and stuff. So this will be probably the only truly awful time to transfer the entire guide. And every time after that it'll be fine. I also don't know where we should put the social stuff, because the wiki goes to the wiki, but I think it'd be cool to somehow get some icons up here for like the like maybe off to the left or something for the GitHub and the Twitch channel and stuff. There should be a main page. Oh yeah, I still gotta make a landing page. I'm putting it off because I don't know anything about web design and I'm not a fan. So I gotta figure out how that all works, I guess. Okay, so that was all fine. One thing I was considering is add explicit hotkey numbers. So, like, it would say hotkey this, 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 and this in these slots so that you don't have to think about it. Need my help creating the main page. Okay. Do you mean for just the guide, or like the landing page for the entire website? Because I do want just like a prclive.run like landing page that links to like everything from there. But I don't... Everything's too bulky. I have to make it with like basic HTML, I think. Anyway. That's true, yeah. Interactive guide needs a main page that explains it and explains features like drag a save file in, right? Plus we can put links to PRC Live stuff on there. Okay, so yeah, I'll start kind of thinking about how to structure that. Stuff should be pretty basic, I guess. I could even just write the primer for how the guide works, like in a Google Doc really quick just to visualize it, and then see what you think of that, because like really it would probably just need to be a scrollable like one container, like one split's worth container that says like, you know, click me to expand this to start. It would be like to start it, and then it would have like it would basically have to intuitively guide the person through all the interaction, and it would basically just have like a save thing and show it down below, and like a hotkey, or not hotkey, a key for the different colors and what they mean. Just a bunch of things that say click this, basically. But I'll look at all the features that the interactive guide has to offer, and I'll kind of cram it all in as few lines of text as possible. So that'll be, let me put that somewhere on here. Did I already write it on here? No. Make a primer for the main guide. As far as casual guide, I don't really know what to do about that yet. We might want to just, for V4, not have the casual guide, like, visible yet. I'm not sure. Separate page. No, I agree. I just think, because then we could just, somewhere at the very, very top, it could say, if this is your first time using this, click here for a tutorial. Yeah, it could just be like a standalone little page for it. I'll mess around with that. I would just need to make, like, dummy versions of stuff like this so I don't accidentally, like, cross over into it. I also want to make glitches formatted differently, if possible. Because they're... Or at least bold, like the other clickable terms. Not sure yet. The problem is the save clip is a link to the save clip, but also I would have the pop-out image for... I don't know. There's a few things I gotta think about. Anyway. Okay, so... So I'm looking for... There's a few more. It's like 55 more of these that say bye. So, shuffling all this around is going to be tedious, but I think it's totally worth it. So, talk to Viggy the Cautious, who may be upstairs. Actually, I can just drag that. The true tedium of this is fixing all this minor formatting stuff. Not that most of it even really matters, I suppose. I don't need to fix the color on that, because I'm going to manually be doing this anyway. That'll save me a little time. Oops. I don't know. Do you think it's too bulky to have the instructions look like this, even though it's an infinitely scrolling thing? Because I think it's more visual, but maybe it's kind of a waste of space. I don't know. I think it's kind of a tough call. Uh-oh. Oh, that's... Google just put a line there, but that's all part of the same... This doesn't resize, does it? What is that line that I just drug? That's kind of not good. Is that a page break? What else did that change? I don't know if I should mess with that. Probably fine. See, this says hotkey these on 1 through 5. We'll fix hotkeys later, too. Also, Ultra, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. Should we have in parentheses for everything we achieve, like a placeholder line that says, um, like for example, for this horse, it would say when you do this dialogue, this purchases whatever horse with the little horse icon. Do you think that that is better than having to somehow work it into a specific instruction with no verb? Like, because like, I think if there's a visual spot for them to click for horses and stuff like that, it's probably, I don't know how to word my question, I guess. The thing needs something for the child. Yeah, I think, like, this purchases the whatever horse, whatever the name is. The thing I'm wondering is there a way to display the name of a merchant without putting the checkbox next to that particular merchant's name, but still being able to click on their name and go to all this stuff? Like, because the investing instructions aren't always the first time you see the NPC and stuff like that, and I don't know. I guess. Oh, okay, and then that'll make it not show the checkbox. Okay, so then I should, for each investing instruction, say, like, this invests in merchant whatever, like, similar to this completes whatever quest. Probably should work, like, should be fine. Okay, so then I want to add, in the HTML, okay. They still need somewhere to click those, right? Like you were saying, so I should probably, like, for each thing say this invests in blah blah blah. But anyway, on the roadmap I'll add this. Add explicit this completes objective text for everything. The other way we could do it is the HTML element could we could write something that automatically formats it like this. So like for each individual thing because like I'm trying to think if we ever inline would have an objective be complete without an explicit this completes blah 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 type thing. I'm not 100% sure. If not, we could have it always just do this, and then when we're dumping the objectives into the thing with markdown and all that, we could just have like a little shorthand that just throws like the objective in there. I don't know how to word exactly what I'm saying there, but like every objective that's checked off is always in parentheses saying this completes with whatever objective name, or like this invests in advanced dialogue to complete quest. Yeah, I could do it like that. Select the top dialogue option every time to complete deliver the amulet. That works for that particular one. Most of them though, I don't want it to be confused with the actual wording of the dialogue choice that finishes the objective. I'll figure something out. Okay, so we're looking for the next spells. Oh, also, is there... If I were to figure out how to get the checklist to have icons for each objective, is it possible that that same functionality that spits that out onto the checklist would spit that icon out onto the guide when I use the HTML like custom element for it? Is that how that works, or would we have to like hand make a thing that includes the icon for the other part as well? It would work like that? Okay, cool. Because I think it'd be cool to have the icon. The only one that would be a little misleading is the merchant icon would appear next to the whatever it is, the purchase icon, but I might just make it like a septum or something to make it not as conflicting with the other visuals on here. Oh man, it's gonna take forever to change all these invest ones. Okay, I don't think we buy that many spells though the rest of the run. Let's see. Because why would we buy any more spells? We buy one from him because we haven't gone there yet. Okay, maybe there's a Mages Guild thing way down the line. There's a spell. Okay, that's just casting a spell though. So do you want every single image that goes onto the website to be a weppy if possible? Or as long as it's like one of those big screenshot type images or like the maps and things like that? Is there ever a situation where PNG is like fine to use, like if it's under a certain size or something like that? Wait, how did these make it through the cracks? Oh, because they're typed B underscore instead of underscore B. Okay, this is gonna be a mess. Okay, so we're on questing part 2. So I'm gonna look for B underscore spells. Okay, none exist anywhere else. So those should be the only two with that problem. Okay, so solve that. Let's keep going, looking for spells specifically to fix buying text. I'm mostly just seeing more as Soul Trap on everything. We're already 75 pages in, so this looks like this will probably be the end of this. If you're wondering why I color-coded spells, but I'm still calling it a spell explicitly with text, it's in case somehow the color blindness of a player would somehow make them not be able to read that. Okay, so I think that should be good. Autofix in the guide. Oh, okay. Everything except small icons. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's call that good. What was that one? Spell purchasing icon done. Testing this. Important. Actually, have I made a data set out of that yet? That's probably pretty important, huh? Did I don't remember. Ultra, did I make a data set out of the Oblivion spawning stuff? I might have. Oh, you know, I think it was in one of the commits. I think I added it. So Ultra, or sorry, Whatha has that map that he made, so it's like all the Oblivion gates that are near enough to a location that you can enter and exit that location to spawn it repeatedly. Let me see here. Yeah. Added an array of Oblivion gates for relevant places in the dataset for showing which places can be used to spawn. So basically, each location has form IDs that are, or an array of form IDs for the Oblivion gates that are near them, and it would draw lines to each of those gates if they haven't been discovered yet. Is all it is. Yeah. So that's like the last map related thing to put in the guide. If it's too much to do last minute, I can totally just attach like an image of Whatha's map for now. Um, so yeah, but the data is in there for now. I don't actually know from a UI perspective where to put it. I guess it would be one of these. So it'd be no path, traveling location, traveling salesman, nerd, traveling salesman, and then like random or like nearby random gates or something. I don't know the best way to label it, but it would just be like another one here. But adding an entire other system of drawing all this stuff together is like probably really time consuming. So I don't want to throw too much there. Um, what's the other? Oh, you can do that whole thing in a day? Okay. It's not too bad, but that's like an entire day of your life, so... that actually would probably be... What is that, like? That's like 8+ hours. Is it something that I have a chance at figuring out? Because, like, I don't know, I still feel bad lobbing, like, these larger tasks, even though I'm, like, kind of poking around at the smaller tasks and stuff. It felt like, it felt like day one as like a beginner dev for me when I went in trying to figure out how all the code worked just to auto check the no traveling salesman radio button. It took me like 15 minutes, and then it was like, oh, you literally just put the word checked in an element tag, and then it's done. But I had to find the right thing to put checked into. Okay, so let's see here. I'm getting a little tired. I might call it a little earlier today because dock mode stuff's a lot more draining than the actual gameplay sometimes. Oh, okay, I see. Consider rewording investing instructions. So that's a big one. I might save that one for another time. Homogenize route wording formatting. That should be its own. Testing the dataset. Everything looked good. I think we should go with innocent until proven guilty for the dataset, because what her hand made, like that entire dataset, and then I converted it into the JSON stuff. So it should be... It's tested by at least one of us in the brain team, so I think we should call it good. All the ones we usually start with, we haven't run into any problems with anyway. It's too deep into the UI code. Oh, okay. Alright, Nernroot stuff. We could take photos of all of the city and indoor Nernroot. That would take quite a while. Also, as far as the checklist for the Nernroot goes, I'm wondering if it's worth renaming these Nernroots so they don't have, like, the ugly, like, just generic formatting. I might just name them, like, you know... Breville 1, Breville 2, whatever, and then, like, for the indoor ones, just the name of it, kind of like how they're already, like, labeled here, or something. The, I'm trying to think about... I'll name them something. I'll just add that. That'll be an offline thing. Because I'm thinking if I name them just like what the gray text already says, it's kind of redundant. Name the city indoor Nernroot. Also, I know that quests were divided like this. Is it within my ability to figure out how to specifically put the Nernroot in 3 categories for, like, city, outdoor, and then indoor, like, just so that they're separately labeled on the checklist? Because right now it's a little confusing having, like, all the Nernroot circuit ones, like, in line with them. That's okay, I'll figure that out then. The organized checklist to show... the Nernroot. Oh wait, that's already down here. Okay. I'm just, the top here is like a queue of things I can do, like, now. Or well, I mean offline, but, like, immediately. Group in another level. Okay, cool. I'll look into how that is all structured then. I want to rename the arena fights. I'll call them, like, you know, the rank, and then probably something like that. Or something like that, just so it's a little descriptive. I think that should be fine. What else? Because the checklist is probably the only thing we haven't, like, because I don't know if this has been changed much recently. I feel like other than like a few, like functionally it has changed, but the formatting's been the same since like the beginning, I'm pretty sure. These are good. You can't mess with any of this. That's nice. Although I'm curious why the arena fights are manually clickable. Or how these would display. The arena in general, I need to figure out how to display that in the guide for, like, checklisting's sake. There's a few locations that need to have their place explicitly mentioned in the guide. Serpent's Trail in particular needs to be mentioned. Because that's one of the only places you actually find prior to map exploration. Same with a few other locations, I think. I'm not actually sure. That's fine there. Am I smart enough to float the checklist overview so when you scroll down it floats similar to this? Or is that more involved than I'm thinking it is? So I like the idea of having that all staying at the top. Also, what was... Because I had the thing where I put the checklist icons, but it was like adding line... Like the line separators were like doing this and like breaking apart because of the... I think because of the size of the image or something. So I did a lot of tinkering to fix that, but it didn't like completely work on any of them. Also, technically, journal filled is a separate requirement to not be confused with quest completed. I don't know the best way to go about that, but ideally, journal filled is not like these should reflect the in-game values, and then the other stuff should be its own little side category, kind of like the original thing. But anyway, I have plenty of stuff to catch up on with that before getting to stuff like that. But basically, the checklist needs a lot of, like, kind of nitpicky changes on my end that I'll try to figure out as much as I can. Okay, so let's see here. This is a big one. This is generically just fixing wording and formatting. We're kind of doing that inadvertently. Journal field will be counted as quest because formatting. So there's no way to, like, distinguish them separately. Like, even if it's just separately on this, like, readout at the top specifically or something. Because, like, with the other stuff, we added, like, a random, like, variable that we tacked on it. Is there a way to mark, like, journal? I mean, they already have this, I guess. Yeah, I think it might be good if they're separate. I don't know, because, like, in the V3 checklist, I had... In this, I had, like, the readout looks like this, yeah? But when you go to the tabs for each thing, the quests just have the category as journal filled, like how you have it on the website, right? So, because the key distinguisher is that these are the accomplishments tab, and the player needs to know that, and then this is things that are tracked that are not in that tab that they have to find elsewhere in the menuing. So it just kind of helps the player understand that this will all be in one place and this won't. It is the main reason journal filled was moved in the original checklisting. It might look a little weird, yeah. I don't know. I'll try messing with it a little bit, I guess. Let's not test this data set. I guess let's... If someone finds one that's wrong, that's a simple enough fix to just remove that location or gate or whatever from the data set. So that'll be iterated over by players over time. I don't think anyone's going to really run into like a situation where it looks like they closed all the gates, but they hadn't actually. We've never had a problem with that yet. Although we've always started from Anvil, so it could be due to that. Taking all the nerd photos might be for another day. Explicit, we could just do hotkeys really quickly. That won't take that long. So we say hotkey many a time. Skuma's on 2, because Apotheosis is going to be on 1. Is it confusing to call it hotkey number 1? Because what I'm thinking is when we say to use the hotkey later, we have to call it hotkey number 2, because if we call it slot number 2, the player might not know that means hotkey necessarily. I know the word hotkey gets said a lot during the actual, like, hotkeying part, but I think out of context it would be kind of confusing. Okay, so we currently have hotkey 1 for Apotheosis, 2 for Skooma, 3 for minor life detection, to be removed later. That one's not sticking around long. Okay, and then the Chameleon Ring is going to be on hotkey number 8. Oh, yeah, let me look what those... That's how wikis do it too, right? It's a good idea. That'll be easy enough for me to just control, does it make it look like an actual picture of the key? The one I looked up just now was like... Oh, I see. You can, like, format it with, like, text or, like, a box around it and stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just manually put that in when I'm, like, parsing through the guide, but I'll make a note of it. Use the... Where does it say? Keyword HTML tag for hotkey instructions and any instructions that mention a specific button combo, such as Alt-Tab. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, let's see if we can get all these other ones. Are we instructed to re-hotkey anything? Actually, these don't matter, because our hotkeys throughout... Like, let's look at our hotkeys at the end of the run here. The only ones that really matter are Apotheosis and Chameleon most of the time. Ooh. Okay, well, these got wiped anyway, but nothing goes on, like, any of these regardless. Looks like I did 3 and 4 for some reason. But... what is this? That was a stack spell. 6 was that dagger. Yeah, so the only things we use the whole time are Mora and Chameleon. Let's load a little bit farther back just to make sure. Oops. Yeah, so the Olante boosts just, like, stayed the whole time. So that'd be, did I say 2 and 3 for Olante? Yeah. That way you don't have to, like, change anything. These just literally never go away. Oh, jeez. And then 7 and 8. Okay. Okay. The only other thing I can think of is when it instructs us to do the chameleon ring, we should probably mention 1. I think I want to bold it. Oh, also the... Before I forget. Okay. $100 chameleon. So equip your ring using hotkey number 8. I don't know if we... I don't know. Does reminding people what hotkey they're on matter? I think this might actually... This is going to get more confusing. I still want to bold these, but... God, why does this thing not track these correctly? It literally, you can't do it right. If you press up, it goes to the previous one, which you don't want. If you press down, it goes 2 forward, so you have to press back once. It's like, why? Yeah, ABC, ABJ's gone. Okay, let's check them all. I think I lost the last one, but it's fine. We'll fix it. Bold, 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 bold. Still bold. Good. Okay, and then this one is not bold. It's bold. So it jumped up to 2 instead of... Yeah, the hotkeys really only matter, like, temporarily, usually. The hotkeys are mostly just, like, a little sandbox for dumping spells into for half of the run. So as long as we don't replace the Apotheosis and Chameleon ones, in most cases, we're good. Okay, so the hotkey stuff... better now. A lot more of this stuff I'm gonna have to do offline. Like, wiki articles are not fun to try to write while also breaking the train of thought to talk about other stuff, right? So, like, wiki stuff I'm just gonna do offline. Coding, I'm not confident enough to do it in front of people, so I need to code offline. And then, yeah, there's gonna be a lot more like just regular doc mode type stuff. I might try to, once I get comfortable with the guide HTML, I'm gonna try to program, like convert the guide to HTML on stream. Um, but we're getting to a point where there's very little left to do on stream. So I might start messing around with a little bit of Skyrim, just because we're actually, as far as streamable content goes, we're like way ahead of schedule. So I might mess around with Skyrim a little bit at some point just to kind of get some groundwork going there. Um, but we have a little bit left to do on stream here for next time, so we're gonna reword all the investing stuff, make sure there's no last minute wording formatting stuff to change, get these Nernroot photos and some photos for a potential primer guide, and then add the "this completes whatever" objective text for things like that. If people can think of other stuff, let me know. I basically want to make this as like over the top perfect as possible going into the run, because this time around it's less the routing that's gonna be the new thing. There is a lot of new routing stuff, but like we're using an entirely new system of like documenting and co-piloting and stuff. So I'm more curious to see how that stuff is gonna work on its first like kind of trial run and everything. So we'll have a lot of stream stuff related to testing all of the new tools really thoroughly before we go live with it. So I'll probably get one of the other PRC people on here at some point to test that stuff like in person and make sure it all works. So anyway, for now though, I am pretty tired, so I'm gonna call it for today, and next time we'll kind of tackle these last little couple things here. So we're getting real close. So once again, thank you everybody. We had Daoman with the huge 126 party raid. That's crazy. Thank you as always for that. We got Angry Box, Cosmovision Y, and Axolotine also, or all three for the follows. Appreciate the support, guys. So next time, we'll do all this stuff, and between that though, as always, we have the Discord if you guys would like to join the Discord and talk about the routing and the process, and more importantly this time around, the Skyrim stuff as we get closer to actually attempting to learn about all of that sort of stuff. It's a whole new world out there. So I'm gonna call it for today, but yeah, thank you all, and I will see you all next time. So bye.